Kia ora, good evening. I just thought I'd share a silly little thing that I've got. I got it last winter and had a lot of fun with it, and now winter's here coming again. I thought I'd share it with you. For those of you that know me, I'm a bit of I'm really good at crashing radio controlled planes and not so good at flying them. So this was a way to try and practice flying with something that really didn't matter too much. So it's called a KF Kilo Foxtrot 606. It's a silly little plane. It's got a gyro in it, a replaceable battery, really set up for indoor flight, which where I work we've got a couple of halls or gyms that indoor basketball courts. I work at a school, so ideal. And here we get frosty mornings with no wind, so you can take the silly thing outside. I've been using the box as a carry case, just because it's quite robust, hence why it's got the red tape on it, so it's easy to open at one end and get the thing out. Inside is a little polystyrene box. Again, I've put a little piece of tape on the bottom so I can slide it out, and then I've made a hinge out of tape as well. Trying to do this one-handed. I'll use my feet to hold it. Okay, so inside we've got everything. We've got the plane, we've got the controller, we've got the battery, the chargers. Look at this silly little thing. Yeah, it's got no ailerons, it's got no elevator, it's got no rudder. It's just got two tiny propellers and the smallest motors I've ever seen. Put this in perspective. There's a beer bottle, and the wingspan is much less than a stubby of beer. I think I read somewhere this thing comes in at a massive 10 grams. So the little propellers on the back, they provide differential thrust. So when you're flying, if you give it more power, it's going to climb. If you give it less power, it's going to drop. But here's where it gets really cool, because if you give one engine more power than the other, if we give the port engine or left engine more power and back off the power on the starboard or the right hand engine, it's going to pull or push the plane around in the opposite, the other way. So that's how it steers. And like I said, this thing's got a gyro in it. Okay, so what that means is it's self-leveling. So if you've got it outside and a wee gust of wind gets it, pushes it a wee bit off course, it will automatically compensate. So it's idiot proof. Okay, what makes it even more idiot proof is the remote has a high and low control mode. So if you've got it on low mode, which I'll show you in a moment how to do that. I won't fly it today because I'm at home in my lounge, and I just thought I'd share this thing with you. They're still on AliExpress. They're about $30, so a good cheap way to have a bit of fun. But on low mode, its turning circle is about twice as big as what it is on high mode. So thing is, when it turns really quickly, it loses altitude quickly, so you've got to deal with the throttle a bit more. So at half throttle there, if I want it to climb, I just push it up. If I want it to drop, I pull it down, and then this one controls left and right. And we've also got a little bit of trim here. We can trim the thing left and right as well, just to adjust it, to balance it if it's got a wee twist or whatever in it. Okay, so it's already turned on, as you can tell by the red flashing light. But the red flashing light means it's not bound to the controller. So if I put the plane on a level surface so that the gyro can balance, turn the controller on, and then throttle up and down, hear that long beep. Now it's ready to go. High mode, low mode. Now if we look, see the wee throttles turn, and you can hear the engine pitch change as I move the left and right. So a wee bit of throttle, so we can hear that as it steers. The other thing, hear how the pitch changes. What that's doing is trying to self-stabilize. That's the gyro doing its thing. So crazy little plane. We switch to turn it on and off is just there, so now it's off. The batteries are tiny. This is a 100 milliamp hour 1S battery. It's got the same power connector as all of those cheap and nasty radio controlled toys from China have. And to charge it, just plug that into any USB device. When it's charging, the little red light comes on, and when it's charged, the wee light turns off. It's that simple. Also in the box, I've never needed them yet, is a spare battery clip and a couple of spare props. I have thought about putting the battery clip on with a bit of blue tack to it to try and drop the nose a bit, because it is prone to, when you put power on, climb. So you do get a bit of a flight like this if you're not smooth with your throttle. But hey, for something that you can fly in your car park at work, you can fly in a hall, it's $30. Can't go wrong. So it's called a KF606. Yeah, I could go into the fact that the polyhedra on the wings, the fact that each wing is tilted upwards, causes it to self-level when it's not steering. So when you stop steering, it automatically brings it round. Could talk about the profile of the wings gives heaps of lift, but nobody's really interested in that. So yeah, KF606. Get on there and have a look, have a bit of fun. If you've got one of these or something similar, tell me about it in the comments. Make a link to your video. If you want to know more about it, ask me, and yeah, I'll get it out flying one morning outside on a clear day with my son, so you can see it going. It's great fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see yous out and about. Ka kite. Bye.